I wish things were different, Achalugo murmured, her fingers brushing against haste. Sometimes, Achalugo, Ikenna said, love is worth fighting for. The sun hung low over the sprawling kingdom of Agbor, bathing the fields and hills in a warm golden light. The drum beats from the palace echoed across the land, signaling preparations for the annual harvest festival. It was a time of joy and celebration. Yet, for Ikenna, a humble farmer, it brought both excitement and unease. Ikenna was well known in his village for his strength and kindness. His farm, though modest, provided enough to feed his family and a little extra for those in need. But tonight, as he prepared to join the festival, his thoughts were consumed by one person, Achalugo, the king's daughter. Ikenna had first met Achalugo by chance at the village stream months ago. He had been fetching water early one morning when she arrived, dressed simply and without her usual convoy of guards. She had come seeking a moment of freedom away from the palace. When she stumbled on a rock, Ikenna rushed to her aid, supporting her with his strong hands. Their eyes met, and in that brief moment, the world seemed to stop. From that day, Ikenna couldn't forget her. She was unlike anyone he had ever met. Graceful yet bold, a princess who carried herself with humility. They crossed paths several more times, always by accident, or so it seemed. Each encounter left Ikenna more enchanted, yet painfully aware of the impossibility of his feelings. A farmer and a princess, it was a foolish dream. That evening, the palace courtyard was alive with music and laughter. Lanterns hung from tall wooden poles, casting a warm glow on the gathering. Villagers and nobles alike had come to witness the festival, where the king himself would give thanks for the harvest. Achalugo sat beside her father on the raised platform, her golden jewelry glinting in the firelight. She smiled and nodded as dignitaries approached, but her eyes kept drifting to the crowd. Ikenna stood at the edge of the gathering, heart pounding. He hadn't planned to come so close to the palace, but the hope of catching a glimpse of Achalugo had drawn him in. He felt out of place among the finely dressed guests, yet he couldn't leave. Then it happened. Achalugo's gaze found his. A small secret smile curved her lips before she turned away. Ikenna's breath caught in his throat. That smile was for him. He was certain of it. As the night deepened, Achalugo slipped away from the platform. She moved through the crowd unnoticed, her footsteps light and purposeful. She found Ikenna near the edge of the palace garden, where the scent of jasmine filled the air. "You shouldn't be here," she whispered, though her tone held more amusement than reprimand. "And yet you came to find me," Ikenna replied, his voice steady despite the storm in his chest. They spoke in hushed tones, hidden by the shadows of the tall palm trees. Achalugo confessed her longing for freedom, her desire to see the world beyond the palace walls. Ikenna shared stories of his simple life, his dream of a love that transcended boundaries. "I wish things were different," Achalugo murmured, her finger brushing against his. "Sometimes," Achalugo, Ikenna said, "love is worth fighting for." Their meeting became more frequent. Achalugo would slip away from her royal duties to meet Ikenna at the river or in the quiet corners of the palace gardens, but their secret could not remain hidden for long. One evening, as they sat beneath the moonlit sky, a shadow emerged from the trees. Kelechi, the son of a powerful chief and a suitor of Achalugo, had followed her. He had long envied Ikenna for his strength and charm, but this discovery filled him with rage. "You dare to defile the princess' honor," Kelechi snarled, stepping forward. Ikenna rose to his feet, his calm demeanor masking the fire within. "There is no dishonor in love." Kelechi's eyes narrowed. "We will see what the king has to say about that." The next morning, Ikenna was dragged before the king. The court was silent as King Nnameka regarded him with a mix of curiosity and anger. "Do you deny your intentions towards my daughter?" the king demanded. Ikenna knelt, his voice steady. "I do not deny it, your majesty. I love Achalugo with all my heart." The crowd present in the court murmured, but before the king could respond, Achalugo stepped forward. "Father, Ikenna has shown me kindness and love. He is not a criminal," she said boldly. "If loving him is wrong, then I am guilty too." The king's face softened, but his tone remained stern. "A princess cannot marry a farmer. The laws of Agbor forbids it." "Then change the law," Achalugo pleaded. "Let love guide this kingdom and not tradition." The king hesitated, torn between his love for his daughter and his duty to the kingdom. Finally, he spoke. "Ikenna will prove his worth. If he can complete 3 trials, I will grant him the right to court Achalugo." The first trial was a test of courage. Ikenna was tasked with retrieving the sacred emerald from the forbidden forest, a place rumored to be filled with wild beasts and dark spirits. Armed only with a spear, he ventured into the forest. The journey was perilous, but Ikenna's determination never wavered. Guided by his love for Achalugo, he returned with the emerald, battered but victorious. The second trial was a test of wit. Ikenna had to outsmart Kelechi in a game of riddles, a challenge designed to humiliate him, but Ikenna's humility and quick thinking won him victory, earning the respect of even his detractors. The final trial was the most difficult. Ikenna was tasked with carrying a basket of water from the river to the palace without spilling a drop. Many believed the task impossible, but Ikenna sought the wisdom of an elder, who advised him to line the basket with leaves. With this simple but ingenious solution, Ikenna completed the trial, proving his resourcefulness. When Ikenna returned to the palace, the crowd erupted in cheers. The king rose from his throne, a rare smile on his face. "You have proven your love and worth, Ikenna," the king declared. "You may court my daughter." Months later, under the same golden sun that had once witnessed Ikenna's longing, he and Achalugo were married in a grand ceremony. The kingdom celebrated their union, a testament to power of love that bridged the gap between two worlds. From that day forward, the kingdom of Agbor thrived under the rule of compassion and unity, inspired by the love story of the farmer and the princess, a love that knew no boundaries, a love that lasts till forever. And that's it, guys. If you really enjoyed this story, please do well to like and comment, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you will be notified when we bring another amazing story. Thank you once again and see you soon. Bye bye.